Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening says, yo.
The Nintendo Shack is back. Welcome, PSVG viewers and listeners. This is the Nintendo Shack, a proud member of the PSVG Podcast Network, and of course, part of the Make Us Better Patreon community. It's me, it's Jason. I'm here. Feels like forever, doesn't it? It feels like forever. Probably because
Who are you again?
Yeah.
I'm the prophet with the money.
The prodigal son has returned.
Yeah, I bring the bling, you know. That's how I do it here. But yes, it's Jason. I'm back after way too long. Reunited. Caroline's here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
It's been a wild few weeks. I either fall asleep or I go on trips or I go on vacation. You know, the usual.
It's called life.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true. But hey, thank you as always for lifting the show up and carrying it into great new places. I appreciate it.
Quickly,
We try.
how was your vacation?
Yeah.
Oh, it was excellent. It was you know, not having internet is like a blessing because then you're just like free to
I don't know. To me, that
Yeah.
seems like a terrible nightmare.
It was just like, you know, because work's still gonna bother me a little bit because I was gone during the work week, and then I'm gonna like when I have the free time, I'm gonna like, oh, what's on Twitter? What's going on here? And then not being able to do that, I was able just to, you know, and I thought I was gonna play Octopath a lot, and I barely did. I read, went on a lot of walks. And then
Octopath, more like
Yeah.
Octo sold.
But it
So
was good.
mean.
I mean, the best part was I got to spend a lot of time with my family. I mean, that's the best part. Got to
That's a
take my
good part.
son,
That's good.
take my son on his first carny rides. It was great. Good time. Thank you for asking.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're back, Jason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's only so cool with two people.
Damn.
Aw.
I just take that incredibly personally.
I didn't say that as a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, you know, the
There's only a level. Like 2 people get to hear, but 3 people.
yeah.
3
like
people really
that.
takes it up a notch.
Like that.
It's
like-
good that you picked this week to come back.
Yeah, since I was supposed to talk about the Smash Brothers the last time, and we
Good
saw how
timing.
that worked out. So, speaking of that, let's hear what we got in store for you, fine listeners. This episode, we're gonna get a little game talk out of the way, but we got a lot of Smash Brothers Direct goodness to unwrap, recap, break down. You had to have watched it. Let's turn to Rock. You probably watched it, but we're still gonna give us the Nintendo Shack spin on it. So, in brief, team, what are you guys playing right now?
I guess I'm first. I should get like Oreos just to commemorate all of the otasticness that's going on in my life right now. I have Octopath. Yeah. Octopath, obviously. I've been streaming that on the daily. I finished Oxenfree the day after we streamed this.
Over
The
there
first-
on twitch.tv/the Nintendo.
Because after I listened to that episode while I was on vacation. I was like, I don't think she's ever going to go back to this game.
I finished it the day after because I just wanted to, you know, get it under my belt, get it done with. And the ending was so profound and so, I don't know. If you watch the stream, you can go back and watch my stream. I teared up like at the end. I just actually kind of like got emotional about the ending that I got. And I was like, okay, I'm going to have to play this again to get the like complete walk, like the complete playthrough that you end a loop and all that stuff. So in addition to wanting to do that again, now that I know what I'm doing and now that I know what's supposed to be scary and what's not supposed to be scary, I actually ended up buying the limited run, a physical edition too.
Man.
So it did make an impact on me, like complete 180. It was just like the last 30 minutes of the game. I was like, man.
Basking in the
Man.
redeeming light.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
dying
it was weird.
It's as if I
but-
told you so.
But in addition to that, there's 2 other O games that are on my list. I bought the original Overcooked Special Edition physical for the Switch and Overcooked 2 that are coming tomorrow for those of y'all that are listening. So my husband and I will probably be giving it a go and streaming this weekend to see if we have good teamwork. And also I bought Okami today. So all the O games, Okami HD is on my dock to play. And
Right on.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That should be your next stream for sure. It's a long one too. Strap in.
long one.
I've never finished it.
Oh.
It's like Twilight Princess.
I don't have time between Octopath and
Right?
Little Dragon's Cafe. Like, I don't have time.
I believe the story. You could look it up on like How Long to Beat or something. I want to say I think it's at least 35, 40 hours. I think.
Oh, that's nothing compared to what I'm doing now.
Sure. I mean, it's not Xeno long, but there's a lot of game there.
I'm like 80 hours into Octopath, I think.
You know what? I'll pick up where you left off, and that's a good segue into mine. I sold Octopath Traveler, guys. I never even played it.
How much you sell it for?
$50. Yeah,
Bet.
$50. It's sold in a day. It's sold overnight.
You made me sad.
I made tons of money because I sold that GameStop sticker thing, and that thing sold for unreal money. So the money part doesn't bother me at all. It was a wash. It's
You
just
just
one
keep
of
bringing that up to make me
Classic
upset.
The D-rate
Caroline, I would never ever sell you stickers for $50. That's ridiculous.
You don't have to sell them to me.
I'm not giving you them for free when I can get $50 for
You got them for free.
But I didn't get them. I bought them.
No, you didn't. You
$50 for
pre-ordered the game.
There is a sticker and card pack that came from GameStop if you pre-ordered the game, and I put it up on eBay just as an auction.
You nerds.
They were literally buy it nows you could get for like $28, and the auction ran up to $50. It was $47.50 plus $3 in shipping. I got
like
for
my
a pack of
collectibles.
stickers.
Oh, thank God I don't have a collectible bone in this body because.
I mean, I like things I like, but not like that. I'm not just gonna go pay $50 for stickers. That's insane.
I paid $150 for animal or Harvest Moon plushies this week.
But that's not stickers. Stickers paper.
Yeah, that's at least something.
Guess what? When I bought 2,000 PSVG stickers, I didn't pay that much.
This is true. This is true.
You know, like that's
Those
anyway.
stickers look amazing, by the
Like,
way. And the
I
business
know where
cards
the
came
market
out
for stickers
awesome.
is. I know what's a good price for stickers.
I'm
a
glad you
sticker
like
guy.
them, Caroline.
Yeah, I got it. I was like, oh, he sent me some extras, and then I was like, dude, there's a lot in here. And then I was like, where's my thank you note?
Yeah,
You didn't even write me one.
No, I'm not writing you a thank you note. I'm not writing. I didn't write Josh one either. Josh was like, "I'm gonna thank you note." No, you're not.
It's
I'll give you
funny.
a bunch of stickers though.
Yeah.
With me, I didn't see how I could possibly get to Octopath anytime soon.
He said that about Xenoblade.
And I didn't, Caroline. It took a year before I started playing the game.
He threw Xenoblade away for quite a while.
That you should have known from experience that you should have just held on to it and gotten to it eventually.
But I just got my money out of it. You know, like I'll buy it when it's $20 next year or something, maybe.
You're
and I'll try
miserly.
it,
You're just
maybe.
miserly.
Okay, you want to know? Here's the other thing. I've been listening to people talk about Octopath on podcasts for 2 weeks, and there are very few things that people are saying that makes me want to play that game. Everything that I keep hearing about the game is, oh my god, I love it so much, it reminds me of Final Fantasy III. Guess what? I didn't play that game. Oh my god, I love it so much, it reminds me of old school grinding RPGs. Guess what? Not a Dante game. Like all these things that I keep hearing about, oh, I grinded so long. Oh, I'm level 38 and I can't beat this level 25 boss. Nope. I don't want any part of that.
They're doing it wrong.
And you know what? Guess who also would probably do it wrong?
I can teach you. It's not that difficult.
No. Caroline, when we started the year 2018, I tried my best. I said, everybody, last year I played so many games to completion. Far more than I have ever been known for. Everybody ridicules me. I don't finish games. Last year I crushed games. And I said, it kind of made it like a miserable experience, like my year-long playthrough. I was like, I kind of stopped having fun and it started to feel like work. And I said, this year I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to have the FOMO. I'm not going to buy every game and try to beat them all. And what have I done so far? Bought every game and I've tried to beat them all. I've got to stop. I've got a ton of games.
But you're enjoying Xenoblade. You've said
I am.
it yourself.
And see, that's the other thing. You know the biggest reason why I didn't play Octopath? Because I want to play Xenoblade, and I haven't had time to do that yet. I didn't get Xenoblade at all this week. I didn't play it at all this week, and I want to. It's not because I don't want to. I do want to. I just don't have the time. I don't have the time. I can't stream every day at 3 o'clock, Caroline.
I know, but hey, I'm only streaming then, and so I'm not gonna make my cutoff for Little Dragons Cafe to switch over onto a new game to start streaming at the end of the month. I'm just not. There's no way, but I want to.
And you're a one console gamer. I got all kinds of games. I'm playing all kinds of stuff. Stuff I don't even talk about on Shack.
I was kind of a tabletop gamer tonight. It's called a puzzle. I started putting it together.
Ooh,
yeah,
little tabletop. Yeah. Anyway,
you're a tabletop gamer too, you know.
Shack faithful, I'm sorry if you wanted to hear me talk about Octopath. We have 2 people that talk about Octopath. Seth played Octopath. Kevin played Octopath. You got all the Octopath you need. I'm gonna go talk about other games that somebody else isn't talking about.
It's okay. If you guys want your Octopath fix, I'm here every day, 3:30 to 5:30 weekdays, and whenever I feel like it on the weekends. So
there you go. There you go. Fun times. I did play a game that we reviewed for Zoink Games called Flipping Death that dropped on the Switch last week. I did not play it on Switch. I feel like that needs to be said here because we asked for a Switch code and they didn't give us one. They gave us an Xbox code, which is why Kevin got to review it because we have Game Share, which is actually a really good idea. I told Kevin, I was like, actually, we should do this for everybody. Everybody should get an Xbox and we should get review codes this way. We could have 2 people play every code. Really fun game. I didn't beat it. I think Kevin did. I didn't ask him. I think he did. I only got through the first. I'm on the 5th chapter. I'm on chapter 5, and it's fun. It's funny, and it definitely controls better than Stick It to the Man, which I didn't like. Didn't like Stick It to the Man on Wii U. I was not a fan, and I kind of went into this thinking that was going to be more of that, and it's not. The adventure puzzles, or at least they're puzzles, I guess. You've got to like take over control of these different characters to like make things in the environment happen so you can proceed. And then sometimes they get, I wouldn't say like complex, but there's just a lot of characters. You may have a level with 20 characters in it, and you got to do 20 things to get through the level, and you got to find which one does what. So it's like a lot of, for me anyways, a lot of trial and error. I'm doing a lot. I'm like clicking around just trying to make things happen. So there's a lot of that. But it's fun and it's funny. More importantly, it's funny. It's got great art style. It has great music. It has this, I was going to say Nolans. My wife's family's from New Orleans. And having known them and having been to New Orleans quite a bit, I feel like I have a good appreciation for how they make it, like the color use that they use, the music, the trumpets, the horns, that type of stuff is really good. The characters, the stereotypes that they have is fantastic. So I did enjoy what I've played through of that so far on Xbox One. I can't say how it runs on Switch. So you have to look up Digital Foundry or something like that. It ran pretty well, but it does have some load screens, even on Xbox, so I can only imagine that it loads longer on Switch.
Gosh.
Oh, of course.
I played that Fire Emblem Heroes board game.
Yeah, dude, I still need to reach out to your dude.
Yeah.
And get one.
I can make that happen. Happen right away.
Yeah.
It was a fun game. Me and my son have basically just pillaged the rules and made up our own rules to have a more fun game.
The best thing. We did that with Monopoly when we were kids, you know? Because nobody likes to play Monopoly the regular way when you're a kid. It's not fun.
I streamed it. I streamed us playing the game.
We watched a little bit of it.
Did you?
Yeah.
I put out my table. I got up my webcams. Jason had like a picture-in-picture thing going on. And me and Jack played the game. The cool thing about that, the guy that made the game came and watched us play it. And
no way!
And then he coached us in the chat as we were playing.
Oh, God, that's awesome.
So if we did something wrong, he would correct us, which we did often. And then we actually corrected him. He was like, oh, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. And I was like, look here. And then we started asking him, like, the ideas that we had to make the game better. We were like, so this is fun. But here's the thing about that game. If you play it by the rules, the matches are really quick. Like, super fast. And you go to 20 points, like, with his counts, you can get to 20 points. You even watch me. I just murder Jack. I beat him in like 5 minutes. It's just like over. Like we didn't even battle. We had like one battle and the game was over. It's just not fun that way. I mean, it's still fun, but it's not fun. It's not as fun. It's not what you think it is. So Jack and I started playing where you also make like these small maps that encourages you to like get close to each other. And Jack were like, you know what would be more fun? Bigger maps, more people. So like we're going like the Risk approach. So we just put all the tiles down. We started putting more people on it. Then we started going like the Pokemon route where we started building our favorite decks out of our favorite heroes. And then we just took the points out of the game altogether. And then it just became a war game. My army versus your army. Let's do this. Like who wins? Last man standing.
That's the part that I was watching when you guys.
At the end?
When you guys are, that's the part that I caught.
And he was having a blast. He was like, "This is amazing." He's like, "You guys are having so much fun doing whatever you want with this stuff." And of course, and I asked Jack like, "Who do you want?" And he's like, "Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. This is Frederick from Fire Emblem." He always wants Frederick every game.
Oh, I love Frederick.
Fire Emblem says,
Yo. And
those are good impressions.
He started, the developer said that he started making maps that we could print that are more balanced and bigger so we could play on a bigger map. He likes that idea. And he said he's going to take some of what we thought about and maybe make like a stronger rule book. Because right now the rules are kind of like a set of rules. They're not like a, if this happens, go see this. Because there's all the special abilities and all the stuff that characters have. There's like an order of operations that's still fuzzy. You're like, wait a minute. Can I block him from doing this because I have this, or like when do I? It's
like Pirates of the Caribbean. Instead of rules, they're more like guidelines.
Kind of, yeah, kind of. But it's really fun, and the cards are beautiful. And the game is really easy to play. So if you're a Fire Emblem fan, I can't tell you I recommend you buy it because you can't buy it. Like, just like you can message me, maybe I can get you one, but you can't really buy it. Yeah. Last week on Twitter, while Jason was on vacation, we started chatting up like fire pro wrestling with Devin and Seth, and then obviously that leads into the inevitable hole that always leads you back to the N64 wrestling games. And we waxed poetic for like a day and a half about how we used to love watching those wrestling games, to the point where the FOMO was burning so strong in me. I got online. I had an N64 in my cart on eBay. I was like, I'm gonna have to do this. Then I was like,
I have two of them here.
I thought you had an N64.
No, not for some time. Maybe 2 years or so.
So when was this? This was Thursday going into Friday or over? No, it was after drunk. It was after drunk cart because he's like, I was up until 4 a.m.
Yeah, well, you're exactly right. So we got done with drunk cart. And here's the thing. Preface: we were drinking, so it was after drunk cart. I was drinking, and I was like, you know what, like.
I got an idea.
No, I was just like, when the N64 Classic comes, like we can hack it. It's going to run ROMs. Like I've got to be a way to do this. So I started diving down that rabbit hole. If anybody's ever went ROM hunting, you start diving down this rabbit hole of trying to find emulators and everything. I could not find an emulator that ran the wrestling games good. I tried like 5 of them. They're still installed in here. Project 64 and all this other stuff and Retro Arch and all kinds of stuff. I finally found one. Found one that did a great job at it, and then I downloaded like 30 ROMs and like basically made my own N64 Classic.
Awesome.
And I've got one of these. I've always had one of these. Jason, this is what you might be thinking about. I've always had one of these.
The one that plugs directly into your computer.
So I have a USB N64 controller.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I plugged it in and started playing it. And
that's nice though for when you're playing actual.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then my son came down and he started playing it. So then I bought him a controller. And then we've been playing it. I've just been playing N64 games all week on my computer.
That's not a bad thing. I still don't think we're going to get the N64 Classic announcement this year. I think it's a next year thing. Either.
But it's cool because what we're going to do is we're going to stream the tag team titles. We're going to go for those tag team titles, Jason.
You got to do some Royal Rumbles.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. You're right. We are. We're going to do it as Chris Jericho and Eddie Guerrero. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh man.
So yeah, that's what we've been doing. It's been a lot of fun. And then I'm playing a game for review from Daedalus. It's called State of Mind. And for whatever reason, I have the hardest time getting Detroit Become Human off my mind when I think about it because it's very similar, like in style. When you see a trailer, it's like, I don't know, it's like a cartoony version of Detroit.
Yeah.
And it comes out.
Yeah, I remember this game.
It comes out on Switch next week, and it comes out on everything next week. I'm reviewing it, and I'm having a really good time with it so far. I can't break embargo. I can't go into anything detailed, but I'm enjoying it. So look forward to my review next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. So.
Can you say like what type of game it is? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think I can. I can say anything about the game that you already know or can find from a review. It's an adventure game.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what type of game it was, but I wasn't sure.
It's an adventure game. It's got narrative trees.
Kyle Katarn is the lead character.
Yep, it's got narrative trees. No, and I'm very interested in not only giving my review but reading other reviews. I really want to see like how people fall in this one because it's I don't think there's a game like it on Switch. That's why I asked to review it, and I was happy that Daedalus gave us a chance. So I hope to do well.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
It's fun.
I mean, it's a setting that I'm like automatically interested in.
There's nothing like that. There's no like cyberpunk sci-fi, definitely in 3D space model like in Switch. There's nothing like that.
Sure.
So.
Cool.
Very
cool. As for myself, I was really heavily invested in Octopath, and now I've kind of decided I'm just going to keep slow rolling it. I think I've only put. I don't think I'm even at 30 hours yet. I think I'm like halfway through chapter 2.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I just kind of like pick it up. I'll do a little bit, and then honestly, I play a lot of Paladins. Paladins got its hooks in me. I don't know why.
Because it looked awesome.
I'm starting to get the itch to download it.
It looks fun.
I just have fun with it, and people will be like, "Well, that's not Overwatch. It's like Overwatch for babies. That's why you play it." But I've played Overwatch, and
that's why you play
it. I'd rather play like I've got a community of cool people that have a Switch that I can play this with. I mean, I played. To be fair, I did play Paladins on PC, and I was like, nah, just didn't grab me.
Was that Kyle? Did Kyle tell you it was Overwatch for babies? That's why you play it?
Yeah. Sounds like something he would say, doesn't
right.
it?
It is.
His high horse.
He started nodding like, yeah, it was Kyle.
It was Kyle.
But I don't know. I have fun with it. I play pretty regularly with Tom Servo. He's a member of our community.
Yeah.
We have a good time with it. I've had full parties. We've been playing it. I don't know. It's just a good time killer. I played on my lunch break. It's fun. It's unique enough, and there's not a game like that on Switch, like an FPS shooter like that. And you can play third person if that's your thing. But it's free to play, so I mean that's a huge pull. And I just don't. Fortnite's not for me. I'm just not a Fortnite kid, And
I was surprised with how well it was running on your stream. It looked like it ran really well.
It runs at 60 frames.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's nice. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look great. No, I mean, but it looks good enough, and it doesn't have nearly the presentation that Overwatch has. Like, you have your victory screen, like if you get like the play of the game, your character just stands there. It doesn't do any cool animation or anything like that. And a lot of time the music stops for no reason during menus. The UI is horrible in the menus. There's too many options, things that don't work well. And I've gotten a lot of good bugs while I played it, especially the last time I streamed it. I got a good Twitch clip of it. We're making this great comeback, hopefully. And I'm like charging to capture the point, and then an error has occurred, and you get that crash to the Switch dashboard. I was like, well, I think we're done here.
Yeah.
but it's still a fun game for me. And today I picked it up from the library. I have Wolfenstein 2 for next couple weeks, so I'm probably gonna power through that.
I can't wait to hear what you say about that, because one, I love that game. This is a great game, and then two, I want to hear what you think about it on Switch.
Yeah, I mean, I played the demo of Doom on PC, so I know what that game's like at full power, and then I played it on Switch. I mean, I know I'm getting a lesser experience, but I just don't care. It was just fun to play still. I don't know why. So I look forward to it. I hope it. I'm interested to see like what it runs. I think that's the most interested part I'm in. It's just how does it run? How does it perform? What did they do to like squeeze this game onto here? Because I think that's awesome work that they've done porting those titles. So
man, the Digital Foundry thing on that is insane. Like they go through everything of like walls that are there that aren't in the other game to hide view distance and whatnot. It's insane. The tricks that they do to make things happen, it's crazy.
Yep. So, and I do own Overcooked since Tuesday. And I haven't been able to play it yet.
We're gonna play this weekend.
It's
though,
okay.
right?
I think we're all gonna play this weekend.
Nobody else owns it. I'm almost to the point where like I'm just gonna start a stream.
No, I own it.
Put my friend code up and be like, let's play.
Who
Join
wants to
join my game. Let's go.
Once I get it on Saturday, we'll all play.
Yeah, we're playing on Saturday.
Yeah.
I've just been waiting for the group to play.
It's Thursday. Saturday's like 2 days
Play
away.
Octopath.
You got Octopath.
Paladins.
Yeah,
Play
Paladins.
Paladins, and then we'll overcook.
So
Mine's coming
Saturday.
Mine's coming on Saturday, so it'll be here.
Yeah, we'll all get some rum, play some overcooked, man. It's gonna
Then
be
I'll
fun.
throw up everywhere. It'll be like it won't be good.
Nah,
be
some
good.
cider.
Drunk Cart stream was so much fun, dude.
Caroline was tipsy on cider, Jason.
I told Donnie I didn't remember getting to the bed.
She had 3 juice boxes.
You time travel.
I didn't have juice boxes.
She had 3 juice boxes.
Okay, 2 ciders and 1 sour. Excuse me.
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew. Chip.
Did you see the GIF? Did you see, or not the GIF? Did you see the clip of Caroline?
Yeah. Well, I was able to watch like brief moments of the stream.
Geologically with
I didn't
Lucas?
say that.
No, that
I
was
didn't say
Lucas.
that.
Did you
Yeah,
see
that was
the
hilarious.
geologically?
Yeah, I saw that. Lucas's wordsmithing. Yeah.
Drunk cart was fun.
We're gonna do it again. We're gonna
Yeah.
keep doing it.
Drunk cart's
Forward
always
to the
fun.
next one. But folks, we got a big event that took place this week. Little old Super Smash Brothers Ultimate had a little direct featuring.
Oh,
I saw this on a Discord server, and it's probably the best meme ever. Mashed potato samurai. Instead of mashed potato sakurai. I just
it's samurai.
it's hilarious. But, Sakurai himself gave us a great presentation of some more features of Smash Brothers Ultimate. We're going to break them down, give us our brief thoughts on it, and let's just go. Starting off, we had a new fighter announced immediately. Mr. Simon Belmont himself is in the game.
Rest in peace, Luigi.
His sacrifice will not be forgotten.
Nintendo had a tweet out that he was still alive. Like it was that big of a deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was, rumored. This was people were talking about it for I think a couple weeks.
I don't remember. Was he my prediction on the show? Did I put
I think
Simon
so.
Belmont? I think
Probably.
on there.
I think so.
And I think it's a great. I don't dislike it, and I'm not crazy for it. It's just one of those. If you're gonna put Duck Hunt in the game, then you've got an even better NES figure, Super Nintendo figure that represents that era of gaming a little bit better. And I really like the stage. I think the stage is going to be really fun. For somebody who doesn't like creepy stuff. I think it really portrays the Castlevania series very well. Alucard, I actually was shocked that he was not the Echo Fighter or something.
Yeah, I'm more familiar with Alucard personally.
Yeah, and so it's nice that he got the nod as an assist trophy. But I was kind of hoping that he would be an Echo Fighter over Richter Belmont because I was like, who's Richter? I actually had to go back and look him up. So
I think a fun. It's cool that it's based on his original NES sprite, and then that they actually I think I saw Stealth tweeted out that both for Simon and Richter they used their original walking animations. Their walking animation is exactly the same. As
wow. That's great.
It's like stuff like that, the attention to details that they do for this game, and I think that really sets it apart from other things out there.
Oh, absolutely. Like how he can control his whip.
He looks like a sweet character. Honestly, I think he looks like he's got some really cool abilities.
I like the reach. I think he might be kind of a casual character because of the reach. You can kind of keep some distance between folks. I don't know with him being slow though. You may not be able to create the distance.
Well, here's a question: how slow is he going to be? Because Brian and I were talking about it. He's like, he doesn't look like a heavy character. He not like a Bowser or anything. He said he looks pretty medium. I don't know. Do you think he's going to be like an Ike or
like a Ryu?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah,
I just didn't know the heavy, non-heavy scale because we were talking about that and we didn't know.
Alucard, I was excited for. The moment they showed that stage, I was like, I want to play as Dracula. Make Dracula a playable character. That was the first thing I thought of. And then when they did the Alucard thing, I was like, it makes sense. Symphony of the Night. So that's good stuff. And I think he was in Aria of Sorrow, which I never played. But I think he was in that one.
I don't remember.
But I did play Symphony of the Night. And
I stopped playing Castlevania games once they departed from the Nintendo system. So
I actually bought a Nintendo system to play Symphony of the Night. It was one of the things on my short list when I got a Vita.
I think I had that on the Xbox. I had that on the Xbox Live Arcade.
Yeah, I played it on Vita, and it was a blast. Symphony of the Night's great. So I'm excited about Alucard. I got to tell you, though, excitement is not the right word.
To get... I guess I was kind of being dumb that I just didn't think we were going to get more characters announced. I thought they were going to save some stuff for the game. But I wasn't expecting more character announcements, and then boom, right out the gate.
I was expecting more character announcements. I wasn't expecting more than one in this direct.
I was expecting 2. Which I guess we did get 2, and the rest were echoes. But I was expecting the intro and the outro, which is what we got. Yeah. But I wasn't expecting the other.
I'm expecting more echoes even too. I think.
Am I the only one that like counts echoes as an extra character? Like
I do. That's how I love the fact that we can lay them out as all. You can either stack them or lay them out. I'm going to lay them out completely.
I don't care that they play similar or the same as others. Like, I mean, if it's a whole different design, like to me it's a different character.
And they're switching them up enough where it's not
Crom is a different character.
It's not a palette swap,
Yeah. So I will say this though, there was a lot of hype. This kind of leaked a little early. I don't think it's all that exciting. Simon Belmont. I mean, I like Castlevania the game. I don't think this is all that exciting. And I say that knowing that if the amiibo is cool, I'll probably get it because I do like Castlevania. I love me some Super Castlevania 4, man. I really like that game. I always have. And
probably the best Castlevania game in my opinion.
Symphony of the Night's pretty amazing. Symphony of the Night's amazing. But with that said, I just don't think it's all exciting. And like when I watched it with my son, he was like, "Who?" And my wife was like,
"He has no idea.
I have no idea who this is." And then and that's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, okay, is it?
I just think it's a nice inclusion. If you're going to go back to those retro days, if you're going to include a Duck Hunt or a Game & Watch or something, Castlevania was pretty big and popular back then.
Sure.
And I think it's a well-deserved inclusion in the game.
I'm way more excited about the stage. The stage looks dope.
Same.
The stage looks awesome.
It's really good.
I want Dracula. I want werewolves. I want it all, man. Ghost, all of it. This is so good. I'm all about that stage. So, moving on. Richter Lame.
About that stage. We're not going in the order of the direct, so just kind of going in subject here. Probably the biggest, moment in the life of one Mr. Jacob Rush.
Yeah.
This was this announcement. I love this because it was like the perfect troll to the
super awesome.
Perfect reveal. King K. Rool, the long clamored from the community, is in Smash. He's there. They had a great troll with King Dedede with the fake out, and then boom, King.
And then
K.
he laughed. He laughed like crazy, just like
yeah. So great.
That was good.
The bug eyes breaking the window. It was just awesome.
That was funny.
Hilarious. I think this is just something that needed to be done for a long time, and a lot of people have wanted his inclusion in the games. For gosh, I can think back to maybe Brawl. People have been wanting him in.
Yeah.
So I immediately, as soon as I saw the pan in where Donkey Kong's lying on the floor, I'm like, here it goes. Jacob's gonna have an aneurysm.
I know it's funny. It's just completely coincidental, but I bought Donkey Kong socks the day before yesterday. Nice. I found them. I'll have to take a picture and send them to Jacob. Again, this came up, and my son was like, "Who?" No, actually, I think he said he's fat. Is what he said. And I was like,
8, 9.
I was like, you haven't played Donkey Kong Country with him at all?
Beaten Donkey Kong, no. And I mean, and so he was like, who's that? And I was like, this King K. Rool is the Bowser to Donkey Kong. And he's like, all right. And then when he started throwing his belly around on stage and hitting people's belly, he thought that was funny. And he was like, that's cool. So he's on board with that.
His final smash is boss.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say. His final smash that they showed in the thing was freaking awesome. I was like,
I can't wait for that.
I mean, again, I'm happy that people are happy for it. I've been hearing about it for so long. I don't necessarily think this is one that I would stump about, but yeah.
What do you think? Do you think Waluigi's coming? Do you think they're going to put a lot of Luigi in the game?
Yeah, no. I do.
I mean, besides an assist trophy.
Can it be Ultimate without it?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes, it can. Dark Samus, Echo Fighter for Samus, looks bad.
Oh my gosh, the skin on that is just
that design is awesome.
So good.
I mean, I used to play Samus on the 64. I haven't really played much Samus since then. Now I'm like, okay, kind of want to learn Samus.
I love the hovering idol. The hovering is just freaking awesome. You could have just had her standing like normal Samus, but Yeah, they did a really good job with that one. I was enamored with the design.
Yeah, that just looks awesome. And as we said, as an Echo Fighter, you have the option, the character select UI. You can either have them stacked on top of the characters that are the Echo Web or displayed separately.
You missed my baby. You missed my baby.
Yeah.
You missed
Fire
my
Emblem,
baby.
buddy.
They just sounded Crom right there.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, crop. That thing.
He's in it. He was in a different.
I'm so excited.
Go ahead, Caroline.
I'm so excited. Finally. Yeah, you know. I thought that the video for him was precious. You know, he's bringing the present to Lucina, and then he trips, and Lucina's like, "Oh my God, Dad, are you okay?" And did you notice, Donnie? We got to talk about the fact that you bought that big long poster of all of the fighters.
Yeah.
And now you've got to change it.
No, I like mine. It doesn't have King K. Rool on it.
Oh, I didn't know you had that.
All right, so but in the new one, they've included Crom right next to Robin,
That's
which I
true.
think is a nice
That's true.
touch.
I might buy
That's
another
the
one.
thing.
Might have two of them. No, I like mine the way it is.
Dude, do you think you'd sell the first one for a good profit because it doesn't have all the characters in there? It'd
That's
be like
true.
Rare,
It's the first you weren't there at the beginning.
First edition.
Crom's awesome. Crom looked good. Like that little
He
that
did.
flip sword smash thing he was doing. I was like, that's pretty cool. I'm sure. I was thinking when I was watching it, I was thinking in my mind, I was like, I bet 80% of the people on Twitter are like, oh, not another Fire Emblem character.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
So yeah,
For sure.
Whatever, haters.
I need
but
more. I need more
I like
Fire
that
Emblem characters.
I agree.
Where's Frederick?
Let's just
Frederick
make
for
let's
Smash.
just make a Fire Emblem Smash game.
I'd be down for that.
That would be sick.
I would
dude.
totally be down for that.
Fire but
Emblem
I like
Fighters.
that he's gonna be well. I mean, Roy is technically an echo for Marth in the original and all that stuff. So.
Rory's lame. Crom's way better. What an
But
upgrade.
Crom is an echo of Roy. So I don't remember what the difference is between Marth and Roy. I think one, the harder hits are on the tip of the sword, and then the other one, the harder hits are in the middle of the sword or something. I don't remember. But that's what they're going off of.
I don't know. We already talked about Dracula's Castle as a new stage, but there's 103 total stages.
This game is so nuts. This game is insane on content. I've heard one Seth Roy mention quite a bit in our Discord about how Smash is the only game that's Trujillo's very good this fall. It's completely dismissing the fact that there's Mario Party. But you know what? Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's their tentpole. This one hell of a tentpole.
Right?
There's like 70 characters and 100 stages and 900 songs. It's insane how much content is in this game. What other game gives you this kind of stuff? Especially in a fighting genre. Not even close.
When I was streaming the live reaction, I was like, the gigs in this game, it's going to take forever to download.
Yeah,
I do want to know what the
almost buy it
size is.
physical, just because it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
The music alone.
I didn't even think about that.
Super Mario Odyssey has a stage. Looked awesome. I like that a lot. Plus, they got the song going.
Yeah.
Music. So great. And as we mentioned, each stage has an Omega stage option as well. So if you count that as a separate stage, I mean, we got
It was like over 300.
It's like over 300.
Every stage you can play 8 characters on. Now, if I remember, there were only certain stages you could do that on the Wii U version, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, that's insane.
The huge ones. So.
And then you have the morphing that you can do for the stages.
Yep.
Where you can pick 2. I was hoping that it would kind of be an undisclosed, like you could just do however
I wish you could
many
just
you
random
wanted.
and then they would just constantly change.
That'd be
Change.
awesome.
That would be cool.
But I still think it's a huge feat that they were able to do that.
Yeah, especially it'd be one thing if it was like, similar stages. Like we know in the Wii U version, you had the stages where you're on a platform and you're just flying through.
Yep.
Like there's the one that you fly over Hyrule, and then there's the other one that was over was like the Pilot Wings, I think.
Yeah,
Yep.
there was a
Yep.
Pilot Wings
Yep.
one.
or the Woohoo Island or whatever. But you can do it apparently with any 2 stages, so that's kind of cool because it's not just
Before
like
we
minimal
leave
assets,
stages,
it's like an entire stage setup.
I noticed several stages that either just I've forgotten about or I didn't play on another game, but like all those Animal Crossing stages, I saw like 2 or 3 of them, or at least one that like maybe the scenes changed. What game did those come from?
I'd have to
There's
go
only
back.
2 Animal Crossing stages.
Yeah.
I thought there was the one that was like the town
There's
with
the
all
town.
the characters in
Yeah.
the background,
There was-
and then
there was 2
Tortimer
on the Wii
Island.
U.
And then the island. Right. Were they
Right.
in the Wii U version?
There was 2 Animal Crossing.
Both of them?
stages in the Wii U. Yeah.
No, you know what? I think Tortimer Island was only on 3DS because New Leaf was on 3DS, and they
Maybe
kind
that's
of
it.
That
tried
could
to
be-
do
oh,
3DS versions and Wii U versions.
Because I'm sitting there
Instead
like,
of-
yeah.
where did
Like
these
I remember
stations
the
come from?
Spirit Tracks. The Spirit Tracks one was only 3DS because
okay.
they try
Okay.
and keep handhelds and consoles together.
When they showed the morphing, that was the first thing I thought of. I'm gonna start in one Animal Crossing stage and I'm gonna go to the other one.
Yeah.
Right. Music, much like the first game, I think the music was really a hyped up factor of the game, and they made light of how many tracks and remixes and all that. Oh, now we have over apparently 900 compositions, 28 hours of
Music.
and it was a bit of a tease for me because obviously we see this woman plug in the the headset, and I was like, oh yeah, voice chat. It's gonna have voice chat, but still cool. They revealed that you can basically turn your large Switch, just
Basically,
put it in your pocket, and it's an MP3 player.
MP3 player. Yeah.
Put it in your
like,
pocket?
Way back in the day.
The giant
900
long
song
Switch.
MP3 player.
No.
Yep. Put it in your
She
pocket.
put it in her purse.
You're gonna have to get a fanny pack.
You have to get a purse for your Switch so you can carry around. That's no. My daughter clapped
set.
for that.
I'm
My
good.
daughter clapped. She was like, "Yes!" I was like, "What? Who is this person?
It'd be
Who's
cool
doing
though,
this?"
like if you can have it. I wonder if you could do it. Like, could you have it like shut off in the dock and have it just playing music?
Play through your speakers.
That'd be
I
cool.
was wondering, and I'm pretty sure that's not the case, but it would be cool if you could listen to music while you were playing other games. If I could play Rocket League on
Like
the bus
Stardew Valley while you're
listening to
playing?
Smash music, that would be cool. That would be utility.
I don't know.
I don't
how
think you
could-
can because you'd
No,
have to
you
turn
can't.
off.
You
You'd have
definitely
to
can't.
turn off one software and.
Yeah.
Be cool though.
Good
of
idea
music.
though.
It's gonna be great. I always I recommend everyone go to the Smash Brothers Ultimate website if you haven't, because they're releasing music every week, and you can just it's awesome. Like even on mobile, just put it in there and you can get a playlist and you can play all the
Yep.
tracks. That's
I was going to
awesome.
say that playlist thing that I think is worth mentioning is that the stages now you can mix all of the music from the series. So before you
Ooh.
always had the song for the
Oh, yeah.
stage,
Yeah.
but now you can pick a Zelda song
Yeah.
or a Zelda
Oh,
stage
yeah.
and
You
You
put
can make
any
custom-
Zelda song.
Make your
on
own playlist to listen
Yeah.
to during the game.
Yeah,
All that stuff.
that's cool.
I would have to say the Snake, the Metal Gear Solid, the Snake song that's on the website is awesome. I highly recommend. That's like one of my.
Is that the one from the 3DS theme? Is it like the
I'm
jazzy
not sure
one?
Where it's from.
We
it's the
also-
jazzy one.
Yeah,
Didn't
that is
mention,
good. I know exactly what
The
you're talking
F-Zero
about.
one's good too.
We didn't mention the fact there's 34 Castlevania themes for the Castlevania stage alone.
It's gonna be so good.
You like Castlevania?
Dude.
And Sakura's like, "Oh yeah, my team really loves Castlevania music." I'm like, "You think?"
It's gonna be so good.
Please excuse my red eyes. I'm trying.
Oh,
New items have been announced. I think I kind of drifted in and out on this because I was working at the same time too, so I didn't catch too much of this. But if anyone wants to take the lead on the items, because
There's, you know what? Here's
I
the
mean,
lead. There's a lot of items.
I am a pro player. Items are always
There's a lot of items. Everybody gets an item. Everybody's got a thing. The only thing that I really like is Death Scythe, which comes in like what they
That's a
used
game
in
changer.
what they used in Luigi's death and like in the first animation. You get to use
Yeah.
Death Scythe, which I believe is
Yeah.
an instant KO if you hit somebody with it.
if
which is pretty
they're
awesome.
over a certain percentage of damage.
Okay, so but yeah, there's a ton. There's a ton new items. So move on.
Yep. And why don't you continue? Pokemon, perfect for you. Perfect
My
your
son,
realm.
my son lost his
Pokemon.
ish when this happened. I had to remind him over and over again that these are not playable characters. And even then he was like, I don't care. I don't care. Like in his mind, he's going to fight Pokemon trainer versus Pokemon trainer on Pokemon stages that morph into other Pokemon stages while throwing
all the
Pokeballs at each
Pokemon
other.
is-
Only
Yeah, like-
Pokeballs, the only items that are on.
Like the only thing he wants to do is just all the Pokemon. And yeah, so the assists that you can have in the Pokemon to come out, Abra, Solgaleo, Lunala, Mimikyu, Alolan Exeggutor. There's Alolan
funny.
Vulpix, which is not
Vulpix and
included.
regular Vulpix.
And there's another one that they had, and I can't remember the name, but there's more on this list. This came from the press release, and I'm not sure why they're missing some, but there was more. There was more than these.
Yeah. Pokemon, lots of Pokemon.
All the Pokemons.
We had new assist trophies announced. Zero from Mega Man X, Knuckles from Sonic, Crystal from Star Fox Adventures, Rathalos from the Monster Hunter series, who's
And that's
also
cool.
a
It's
awesome.
he's
That's
he
awesome.
is an assist and he's a stage boss
Yeah.
as well. Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight is in the game as an assist.
That
And
really is
everybody
awesome.
Seth got
so
so excited.
mad.
Seth was like, "Yeah, Shovel Knight." We're like, "He's an assist trophy." What's
He was
an
like,
assist
"What's that?"
Oh, well.
Twitter was raging.
You know, they didn't really help their case because the way they presented it, he totally looked like he was playing. You know,
Yeah.
he popped out and hit
Yeah.
somebody with a shovel.
We
and
can
whatnot.
maybe we can hope though that the assist trophy allows times assets to already be there. Now you just gotta.
Same with
wait.
Waluigi, right?
Maybe it'd be paid DLC coming down the line.
I would buy Shovel Knight. All
Give
right.
us
But I
$2
just think-
and you can play Shovel Knight.
I think it's a huge deal because he's the first indie that we've had
Yeah.
in the game, which I think is a huge nod.
I think you're right. And he's also a Western character, and there are not a whole lot of those.
Mm-hmm.
There's like
Yeah.
Sonic, like they're very few and far between.
Sonic is
Sonic
is
is
Japan.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I know Sega owns him, but he was developed in the West, right? Like the version of Sonic that we know.
Oh
When they
yeah,
come
I
out in
mean,
New York, yeah.
Yeah, it was changed. Yeah, his design was changed a little bit.
So like, there's not a lot of what I would call Western properties. Whether we argue Sonic or not, there are not a lot of Western properties represented in Smash. Period.
And the moon from Majora's Mask.
Which I thought was awesome. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Down to the final day. We got to look at the main select screen. There's the classic mode, which is going to be much like we always have in Smash.
You fight a gauntlet of people.
You just go fight people.
Yeah.
Then they went through and detailed some other types of battles in the game. Stamina battle, which in addition to time and stock, it's I guess I didn't quite get I came in halfway in this. So players fight to deplete each other's stamina until only one fighter is left standing. So you have like a stamina meter, or how does that? I kind of missed this part. I'm not sure.
They just they barely touched on it. They were just kind of going through all of the modes, and they did. But yeah, it's basically kind of a last man standing type thing. I don't know how it's gonna I think your stamina. It's kind of like a countdown to 0 instead of damage going
so
up.
like more like your standard fighting games,
Right.
in a way.
Yeah.
So once you hit 0, you're done. Instead
Right.
of getting off screen, you just drop probably.
Right.
Final smashes can be. We have a final smash meter.
That-
so in addition,
It's awesome.
That's my
Ooh.
biggest highlight from the
Yeah.
the direct, really.
so after, final smashes that can be activated after you break a final smash ball. The final smash meter is now a selectable option. If enabled, players can charge their final smash meter over the course of a battle. Once the final smash meter is fully charged, players can unleash a less powerful final smash attack. That's just cool because sometimes final smashes just weren't overly.
They're just
utilized.
random. You know, if you're on the left side of the screen, it pops on the right, and you just get knocked out. And it's,
Yeah, and what if you always get effed over and you lose it, or you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time?
Or if you're awesome like Jason Lacy and you turn Smash Balls off, like you can still have the awesome animations. Because I don't even care if I win or not. Like I like seeing the smash.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well,
It's really
especially
cool.
now that they've kind of simplified and especially some of those were just really long.
yeah,
Like
Mm-hmm.
I love Mega Man's Final Smash, but it's like I don't want to go through the Knights of the Round summon from Final Fantasy VII every time. I want to just go through the quick and dirty sometimes. So it's just cool that they simplified them. I think that's a cool addition. Squad Strike. This is kind of like I talked about, similar to what I talked about with Sean on If We Ran Nintendo. It very much reminds me of what was called crew battles in the early days of Melee and the competitive scene. And they still do that where you'd have, instead of, it's the same theory, you have either 5-on-5 or 3-on-3 characters, and you play through. Once one of your characters is eliminated, you get to your next character, and it's a battle of attrition.
can you tag out?
No, you don't tag
Okay.
out. You just play consecutively. So in playing locally, you'd have one person control each of those characters, which is cool to be able to swap people in and out. But it'd be interesting to see if we can do anything like with this online, where you could have more than one person controlling characters, because that'd be fun.
I think I'd really enjoy watching competitive Smash players play this way, because then you wouldn't be so much with who people main. They would have to
Right.
have a team.
Or counter picks and stuff like that. In
Yeah.
it too. You'd
That would be
stuck
fun.
with your skill set as a player. Yeah, I think that's cool. Tournament mode, up to 32 players in a tournament.
No mention of online,
We didn't mention his online. I can only imagine that we had it online on the Wii U.
but it
online's
didn't
gonna-
work all that well.
I hardly ever used one. I think I played it that first day it came out. I remember we had a tournament
Yeah.
going. I think I joined Nintendo Dads had one. I never really used it after that because I was always I never did a tournament in Wii U because I was always too scared. Never did any Wii U tournaments. Smashdown. This is a mode I think a lot of people are really interested in. I'll give you the quick overview. After battling in this mode, the previous selected fighters are no longer available, forcing players to have to pick a different fighter for the next round. This mode favors players who are skilled with multiple fighters and encourages others to diversify their roster.
It's good for me to diversify, because I only play like a select few, and then I suck if I try and play through on classic or adventure mode and stuff.
Right.
I just suck, period. So
analyze this scene and how, like, okay, if they're like the number of characters and how many matches, and it's not a correct number, so we got to get already how many more characters are we getting to make it evened out. And, it looks cool. Training mode is the thing, of course, and now we get to see you had a features grid that showed like trajectories and distances.
It's crazy.
It's basically Mewtwo King mode, where you can go in there and analyze all your frame data.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of the coolest things, not announced for the West, Smash Brothers Ultimate Edition for Europe only so far, which gives you the game, this cool box, the controller adapter.
All the octopus of wires, and you get all of it.
Yep.
In one box.
Speaking of that, I succumbed. I have a pre-order in place for a GameCube controller and the adapter.
Are you just wait, the version or just the adapter and the GameCube controller?
Yeah, just the adapter and the GameCube.
Okay, I was about to say you are not paying import tax.
You hear like the palpitations in her voice, like she's like, "Whoa!"
I thought I was the crazy import queen over here.
After all this time, everybody was like, "Can't we just let the GameCube controller die?"
Caroline, are you gonna buy one of these? Are you gonna buy this box?
No. I already have my own adapter. Why would I get another one? Plus, I'm a purist. I'm a purist. I like to have all NA versions of games. So that's why I didn't buy the Bayo release in Japan of the Climax Edition, because it was a Japanese box. So
I'm totally gifting Climax Edition, by the way.
I mean, this
Thanks.
thing, really quick before we move on, do you guys just want to give your final thoughts on what you thought of the track? For me personally, like, I just went into this just like, I've seen enough about Smash. I don't need to see any more. And I was just like, this is my game of ever. This is my game of ever. I mean, I already knew I was gonna play this probably for a bulk of its existence, but now I'm just like, why do I ever need to play anything else?
Yeah. Brian and I talked about this for a while, and it's just everything is leading up to the point that he asked me this. He's like, how do you even get better than this?
Yeah.
How do you do something more than this?
It's the song of Smash Brothers.
Yeah, aside from porting it out and maybe adding DLC for every system from here on out and upping the graphics and stuff. And I said, Brian, this is Sakurai's last Smash game. Like, it's gotta be. That's what it just sounds like to me. But yeah, it's just looking more and more like, hey, we're going out, we're going big.
Saturday Night Smash, I can't wait. Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Yeah, I just think the only way they can do anything is they just turn it into a service. And eventually, when you stream Nintendo games, you just pay monthly access to Smash.
Right.
They can't do anything more than this.
Take my money.
And there's still that mode. We'd be remiss if we didn't mention that there's a mode that was grayed out that we don't know.
I mean, what's everybody saying it is? It's a single player subspace. Blah, blah, blah.
Smash Run, something single player, some adventure mode.
Well, people were joking the way that it was blurred out that it was like a Asian porn mode.
I saw like there's a lot of good memes with like the Fortnite symbol and stuff like that. Yeah.
But I thought it was single player too.
Yeah, and it makes sense because we know that a lot of these assets come from the Wii U version, whether or not they're been redone or whatnot. So like they still have 6 months to work on the game still. Yeah. So it would make sense if they're making cutscenes and things. I hope it's a story mode.
We're gonna have voice chat in the game.
It doesn't matter to me.
I want to say
because I'm going to use Discord anyway. But.
I want to say here. I'll say this now because we know that Warrior already said Nintendo Online comes out second half of September, right? Mm-hmm. So I want to say this. I think with what Fortnite has done to voice chat and the delays that we've seen to Nintendo Online, I think they know that solution that they're trying to push isn't really a solution. And I'm wondering if some of the delays might be that they're trying to work something else out. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe for certain games, like maybe for every game you can use voice chat with the online thing, but like maybe Smash and Kart have it, like something like that. I could see something like that happening. For the direct overall, I liked the direct. I was kind of like you, and I think I still am, Jason. I've seen enough of Smash. I'm a little concerned that this direct came this far out. Maybe they have a lot left to show. I definitely think they've got a single-player thing and at least another fighter or two. So, I mean, I know they have more to show, but we still have, 5 months?
We definitely
August,
get another.
September, October, November. We have 5 months from now.
We're getting another direct period.
Oh, we'll get another direct, and we'll get trailers, and then they'll do all kinds. I'm not worried about like the marketing in terms of the content. It's just, and I'm not even worried. I've already bought the game, so I mean, don't say that. Like I'm excited to play the game. It's just they've showed a lot of it already.
Yeah,
it's like just
I'd have the game purchased too, but I just don't know how I want to buy it. I'm so torn on physical versus digital on this.
I get that $10 coupon at Best Buy.
Dude, you're going to be downloading it for 3 days before you can get to play it.
You're going to have to delete 8 games to download it.
They're going to reload this one.
You're going to have to delete 3 games to make room for this one.
I don't need any more games.
I
might as well just sell them all.
Jason's going to have 2 Switches. He's going to have a Smash Switch
just
and
for
his other
Smash.
Switch.
And they're going to have another Pro Controller.
That's what it's going to say. He's going to have a piece of tape on it.
Smash.
A piece of tape on it that just says for Smash across the top.
Smash.
That's great.
I had one other question related to it. Now it drifted out of my head when we were talking. What the heck was it? I don't remember. If it comes back to me, I'll bring it back up. But we did ask you, the listeners, on Discord. We wanted to hear what you guys thought of the direct, and a few of you nice, awesome people.
Direct to you.
Came out. And you said, "Hey, this is what I thought," and we're gonna share it right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
All right, we're gonna tag team this. Ready? Surge says the intro to the direct blew me away. Luigi in full scaredy cat mode, getting attacked and his ghost coming out, and then Simon Belmont to the rescue. Amazing. I want a Luigi's Mansion 3 in that style with Castlevania crossover. That would be freaking sweet, dude. Simon's character model also looked amazing, and his attacks and specials made me want this game, and I don't like Smash. What is wrong with you? This direct came close to winning me over. Woo!
I'll tell you, my wife gasped when that scythe came down on Luigi. My wife was watching and she was like, "That's a cool cartoon," and that happened. She's like, "What just happened?"
I think I did that too. Professor Switch Joel says, my reaction is cool new fighters, especially Simon Belmont, but we need some SP love.
Yep.
Kyle. Yeah, that guy. Guy says that I played the baby game. Really sad Luigi died. Was looking forward to him being in more games, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to add stakes.
Thanks, Kyle.
Daniel, did they really get rid of Luigi from Smash Bros? If so, why? Isn't he one of Nintendo's most popular characters? Or maybe they thought we have Mario. We don't need Luigi in there. I don't know. Luigi's always getting the short end of the stick.
This is Twitter having way too much fun with this, and to the point where Nintendo had to tweet like, "This is ridiculous."
Hey, that guy's not Mario.
That's right. Yeah. Seth writes, "Great direct, though I was semi-bummed that Shovel Knight isn't a fully playable character. That's mostly because I thought he was at first until I was better informed in the Discord." Hero Shade says, "Went into the direct thinking that it'd be a waste of time. By the end, I was blown away by what they've crammed into this game. Love the new characters, especially Simon, Dark Samus, and K. Rool. Really excited for Squad Strike, Smash Down, and Smash Bar. Happy to see quality of life changes, like the ability to save custom rules. I'm all but convinced that they are doing a Subspace Emissary-like campaign. I agree. And my biggest takeaway from the direct overall is this is Smash how you want Smash to be. The amount of customization and rules and edits and music and state, like it literally, it's like
every mode imaginable.
It's like Mario Maker for Smash. It's like, here's all the characters, here's every level. You get to put the platforms where you want. You get to set the music the way you want, the items, the rules. Play Smash the way you want forever and leave me alone.
Yeah, right, exactly. I remember the point now. With all of Nintendo's major online games so far this year, we've seen a test punch, a test.
Yes.
A test splat. You know, we've had all these things. I think a lot of people were hopeful that we'd get something like that announced for Smash. And while I am too, I also feel like there's no way Sakurai could ever be okay with that happening, because he's going to be balancing and changing this game.
How can this game ever be balanced? With so
they
much.
They were still balancing like way after the DLC came out. You remember when Bayo got nerfed way months down the road?
People always play characters in ways that
now with like Smash meters and just so many variables, like how I don't know.
Yeah.
I do think they're gonna have it. That was one thing I was hopeful for.
I want it, but I just feel like he's just like not going to be okay for the public to have its hands on it until
I think you need
the
it
last minute.
because the first party release for the fall isn't that grand. I actually think a beta weekend or two actually like kind of fills in a void. I totally think if they did like a Smash weekend November 1st, not only does that prime the engine and get people a taste, but it just gets people like not worrying about where the next game is.
Are you telling me I'm going to have to get divorced for a weekend? Is that what you're telling me?
Jason, we've talked about this. Here's what you do. You put in vacation Monday, Tuesday. You tell your wife you're going to work. And you go to the hotel and you plug in Smash. And you get it in, man.
I'm just going to go to Lucas's house and set
Yeah.
the basement on his 4K TV and be like, I'm just going to go.
Lucas sneaks him in through the back door. Wife's like, is somebody downstairs? Mm-mm.
Nope. Oh,
Yeah. Crazy, dude. This is the biggest fight. I mean, it really is a museum of Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's so much just like, and not even just, and even now, I mean, more just gaming, like Nintendo and Nintendo B-sides. Like, it is such a huge collection. I am not good at Smash. I don't even know who I'm good at. I don't care. I just pick random characters and I smash buttons because I like seeing all the colors, I like the music, I like the stages. And it's so much fun that they have
Donnie,
so much stuff in
You're
there.
the king of the Mii fighters.
I am the king of the Mii fighters. That's right. I do like the Mii fighters.
And the Animal Crossing stages.
And yeah. I'm going to be the guy that while you guys are all fighting, Caroline's cussing and everything, I'm going to be like, look at this thing in the background. There's this flower petal. It's so beautiful.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like you said, I might not be good at it, but at least there's going to be so many ways that we can customize it to at least put you in a fair
Maybe.
playing field. I mean, there's handicaps.
That's true.
There's stuff like that. I mean, there's all these ways that we modify the game to make it more of a better all experience for everyone.
I would I would love a single player mode. That wouldn't get me a lot more run with this game. I would also like a casual multiplayer mode, like some sort of party game or like some sort of. I was thinking like it'd be cool if they did like a Rumbo thing with Smash you could beat each other up in. Like if they did something like that, or I could play online with you, or maybe it's like a co-op thing, but it wasn't necessarily me against players that are just so much better.
Yeah, so we need more than just the for glory or for fun. We need a couple other modes in there. Yeah, I agree with that.
So
I think that wraps up our recap of Smash. We have a couple of quick news headlines to bring to you that came out this week as well. No, it's not about IGN. Starting off, Child of Light is coming to the Switch October 11th. Donnie, there's something else in that picture. Child of Light.
Oh yeah, there was a the Child of Light demo or the Child of Light game that was running on the Switch happened to be sitting on a piece of paper that if you look to the corner said of Light 2, which obviously was intended purpose that they're working on Child of Light 2, and I cannot pound the pavement for this game any more than I have done in the past. I love Child of Light. The very first game my daughter ever beat because we played it together. Great turn-based RPG, beautiful artwork. I love that UbiArt engine. That UbiArt engine is amazing. I need like 15 more UbiArt games right away. Because it's just a great graphical style. It was gorgeous on Wii U. I can only imagine it's going to look amazing on Switch, and it looks great everything else. For you Nintendo fans, because if you own another console, you've probably already had this already, but it never came to Wii U. And I remember back in the day when we were talking Wii U, I was like, why isn't Valiant Hearts on Wii U? We got Child of Light. Where's Valiant Hearts? Well, Valiant Hearts is coming to Switch as well. And if you're a Nintendo-only gamer like Caroline, you owe it to yourself to pick up Valiant Hearts. That is an amazing story.
I'm not familiar with that game.
Valiant Hearts is the World
I've
War
heard of
II
it.
game where you and the soldier walk around with the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm going to cry, aren't I?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Thanks.
Maybe. You
If
might.
I cried at the end of Oxenfree, I'm going to cry.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's really good. Both of these games are amazing. Both these games.
I'm excited because I never played Child of Light for Wii U.
Valiant Hearts is more narrative adventure, whereas Child of Light's more RPG. There's more. There's skill trees and things that you power up and do all that stuff.
Okay.
Very cool. Well,
Staying on.
pour one out.
Thank
because
God. Thank heaven.
Ubisoft has officially stopped development of Steep for the Switch.
Thank
It's
heavens.
confirmed. It's announced. Ubisoft is not making that game.
You remember when they announced that game, Jason?
Yeah.
And we hit the podcast mics, and what did I say? Why? Why are we making this game? Of all the things that you could make, Ubisoft, why is this the game you decided to port? No Assassin's Creed. At the time, no Child of Light, no Valiant Hearts. No, we're going to give you Steep, the online multiplayer experience snowboarding game on your Switch. It doesn't make sense.
I'd like to see a reboot of SSX though.
Yeah, this wasn't that. This was like that, but they like tried to go like a Destiny route. It was all like online live.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
Your friends can join you on the slopes, and you'll be like shredding, bro.
And then the funny thing, and I will say this out because here's the funny thing: you say that on Twitter, and people are like, "Well, the Switch doesn't have sports games. We want to do that." And and it's like, yeah, are you playing Steep? Is anybody playing Steep? This isn't Fortnite. It's not Paladins. Nobody's playing this game.
Nobody's playing that game. Nobody cares about that game. Nobody wants that game.
Nobody wants the game. So they were smart. And I think any Switch owner should have been expecting that. They said Steep was coming, and they didn't talk about it for 2 years. We all know it was canceled.
Good riddance. Good riddance. Valkyria Chronicles 4 has a demo
on the eShop. Drops this fall.
And Dragon Ball Z Fighters has a beta that's out right now.
Yep, it started at 9 tonight, and it runs through, 9 tomorrow, and it runs through the weekend. So you get Dragon Ball.
9 tonight if you're listening to us on
Friday.
podcasts instead of live.
It's already live.
Yep, that's correct.
I guess.
And you can play through the weekend. I'm going to play it. My son's going to play it, for sure.
Nice.
Looks good.
The World Ends With You Final Remix launches on the Switch October 12th. It had already been announced, but now we got that release date.
Switch has no games, according to Seth Roy.
No games.
Just Smash.
Nothing.
Here I am selling games I don't have time to play.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I've never had a problem playing games. So.
Wait for that Starlink engine to start hyping up again.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that coming out this fall?
Oh. It's going to be great.
Yep.
I can't wait to play my favorite Star Fox game.
One thing that I forgot to mention when we first started the podcast that I wanted to get in now is I played that Labo, Jason. So, PSA, fair warning shot to any of you out there that listen to any Shack podcasts.
Labo, right?
Yeah. If you order the motorbike Labo from Nintendo's replacement online, it's only like $12.
There's a reason.
They don't send you any rubber bands or tape that you need. So you got to get creative. Luckily for me, my daughter loves doing things on her loom, so she has all kinds of little rubber bands that totally worked, and it was cool. I got it over there. I've got my little.
Your daughter
Labo
has
thing.
a loom?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I need to come over to your house.
My aunt, her aunt, my sister-in-law does that stuff, whatever loom things do, and my daughter got into it. So she has a loom and all these little rubber bands and stuff that they use with it. It's like a toy.
Heck yeah!
So
she's the bomb. I love creating stuff like that.
Yeah, so she does that. So I went and robbed her little craft kit. But I just want to let everybody know, because I've been telling everybody, it's like, you can get this motorbike, because that's what I was told. Warrior was like, you don't even need the Labo. You can get the Labo motorbike from Nintendo for $12. It's like, that's awesome. Here's on Jason. More importantly, you don't get the game. Obviously, I knew I wasn't getting the game, but I didn't know that the game was the instructions.
Directions to make it.
There are no written instructions with Labo. You have to have the game to build it.
You have no idea how to put it together.
So
without getting creative, eh?
The Nintendo Power Couple had my back, and they have a stream of them putting the motorbike together. So I had to sit there and watch them do it, and then try to use their camera to figure out what my hands were doing. Needless to say, it probably wasn't the most pleasant experience you could use with Labo, but we did have fun playing with Labo.
You should have come over. I haven't made it yet. You should have come over, and I could have helped you.
We could have done it together?
Yes.
I didn't know. I opened it up and was like, Wario said, "Hey, if you don't want to buy the Labo, here's the motorbike."
Yeah. I
was misinformed.
Oh.
Got the job done. We got a motorbike. It works.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not fun though.
It's not fun though.
It's not fun.
Oh gosh. Well, I think that's gonna do it for the Shack. We made it.
I'm glad you're back.
We did it. It's good to be back.
I'm glad you're back.
Jason, are you going to be back next week?
I'm glad the Shack's back.
Let's settle down. Let's not get too crazy here.
He's like, wait a second.
Actually,
I came over here because there was a direct.
I'm not going to be back next week because we got next week's our crazy week. We're going to be guests on the Nintendo Powercast with Mr. N64 Josh himself. And I don't want a podcast every day next week, so I will not be on the Nintendo Shack next week because of that.
Okay.
So
we will be, guys, if y'all are listening now and you want to watch next week, we're going to be live Wednesday night, Donnie?
Wednesday. We're going to go a day early so we can make room for Josh.
Correct. And so Josh's cast is always Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So we will be there, all three of us.
That's right.
With the man, Josh.
And if you want to make up your lost time with me, I was a guest on Nintendo Nostalgia this past week.
Yeah.
We talked all about Turtles in Time, that nice little beat 'em up gem on the Super Nintendo, also in the arcade. Great game. It's a great game, but you guys know enough about me. Caroline, you've got all the streaming stuff. Where can people check that out and follow you and join the journey?
My social media is exploding. So you can find me. I used to just say you can find me on Twitter at the Nintendame, but now you can follow my stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/the Nintendame. In addition to my stream, I now have everything related to streaming on YouTube at the Nintendame, Instagram at the Nintendame, Facebook at the Nintendame. Guys, I am just trying to brand. And I guess the website
LinkedIn
is
at the Nintendame, MySpace at the Nintendame.
MySpace.
Friendster.
But yeah, it's just really like it's for podcasting, and the Facebook page and all that stuff is just for the stream and making sure that it gets out to the masses when people know I'm going live. So if you're interested in streaming, I stream from 3:30 to 5:30 or 6 o'clock every day Eastern Standard Time, or we're in daylight time still. So come find me there and on the weekends, and you can find all my stuff on the PSVG YouTube or my own personal YouTube.
There you have it.
There you go. Donnie?
I am on Twitter at Play Nintendo. You can follow me and the rest of my team over there at PSVG. We invite you to come visit the blog at psvg.blog. Click on the Discord link. Come join the Make Us Better community Discord, where you can chat with those fine fellas over there at Nintendo Nostalgia. Or that weird dude over there at the Warp Whistle. That crazy man that wears capris. And all the other folks that are there. The spider guy. Kevin's there. You know? So, like, everybody and Kevin.
The gang's all there.
The gang's all there. So we definitely want everybody to come over there and chat with us. I think it goes without saying that we don't just talk about games. It really is kind of like a self-help community. It helps us get through all of our days. Because it's basically all of us like, oh my God, this game is awesome, and I hate my job. Like, it's just every day. That's all we do. Except for Tammi, who takes, like, gorgeous pictures of the beautiful ways in which she's, like, drinking a drink. She's like, my day's amazing.
That's because it's love.
She's like, I'm holding puppies.
I've got riding waves.
I've got mojitos. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I wish.
Right?
Yeah. As always, thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. Please share it with a friend, and above all else, come back for more Nintendo Shack. We'll see you next time.
Good night, Koopalings.
This has been a production of the Play Some Video Games Podcast Network. Find more great content at playsomevideogames.com.